One of the common use cases of generative AI is the translation from one language to another. There are a lot of tools available out there, some of them are even paid ones. In this video, I am going to show you how you can locally use few of the Hugging Face free features in order to translate from one language to another. That plus I will also be showing you how you can do the text summarization locally. There is a feature in Hugging Face called as pipelines. Pipelines are a great and easy way to use models for inference, for text summarization, for translation, and even for chatbot. These pipelines are objects that abstract most of the complex code from the library and offer the simple API dedicated to several tasks, including named entity recognition, masked language modeling, semantic analysis, feature extraction, question answering, and a lot of other things. Now, there are few tasks which you can do with the pipeline, such as you can do text to audio, you can do translation, you can do conversations, and there are a lot of things. But for the purpose of this video, we will be looking at how we can use translation using generative AI by using Hugging Face pipeline. So let me go to my local system, which is running Ubuntu, and it is Ubuntu 22.04. The good thing is that you can even run it on CPU, but you would have to have at least 16 GB of memory present on your system. Let me clear my screen. There are two prerequisites which you need. One is transformer and other is the torch. So do this pip install transformers and torch. I already have both of them installed, so make sure that you install both of these. Once you have installed them, fire up your Python interpreter. I'm using Python 3.10. So of course, make sure that you have Python and pip installed so that you could run this demo. And if you don't know how to do that, I have few videos where I show you in great detail as how to do that on Linux system. By the way, if you have Python on your Windows system, you can simply use it in your terminal in Windows. Okay, so now we are going to do the translation. First and foremost, let's import the pipeline module from transformers. Let's wait. Pipeline is done. And now let's specify the translation module. And for that, I am going to use Facebook's NLLB model. Now, if you look at this line, what is happening here is that I am using pipeline feature of Hugging Face. The task is translation and the model is NLLB, and NLLB stands for no language left behind. And then I'm using a distilled, which is a condensed version of the actual model because I want to save my memory and stuff. And then I am specifying my D type as floating point 16. So what this torch underscore D type is doing, it is assigning the data type torch dot b float 16 to the variable torch underscore D type, and this torch dot b float 16 represents a 16-bit floating point number using the b float 16 format. And this is useful for reducing memory usage, and it accelerates computation, especially in these sort of generative AI application where large amount of data needs to be processed efficiently. And this bfloat 16 provides a compromise between the range and precisions of number represented, making it suitable for tasks where memory constraints are significant, such as training large neural networks on GPUs or TPUs. And there are a lot of information which you can search along. Okay, let me press enter. Okay, torch is not defined because I haven't imported it, so let me import the torch, and now let's run it again. And now it is going to download the model, the NLLB one, and it is around 2.46 gig. So make sure that you have around 3 gig available on your local system. Let's wait for it to download. Model is almost downloaded. That is done. You can ignore this warning for now. And it is getting the tokenizer and sentence piece. Almost there, and now it is loading the model's weight. So let's wait for it to finish. And while it finishes, I'll be using the Flores 200 languages. So let me show you what exactly I'll be using. So you can see on this page that this model which we are downloading supports all of these languages, which are heaps. So that is why its name is NLLB. So no language left behind, and there are a lot of national languages, regional languages from across the world. I was going through it, and there are like hundreds of languages which I don't even know that they exist. So all you need to do is to grab this language code. Okay, so this is quite a good model in my humble opinion. So let's go back to our local system, and we will be picking up 3 or 4 languages and we'll try them out from that list. Okay, let's wait for this to get downloaded. The model is almost downloaded, and then it is going on to the tensors. That is done. Okay, now in this one I'm just specifying this text which I am going to translate. This text, the source language is English. So the sentence is Sydney is not capital of Australia, but yes, it's most beautiful city in southern hemisphere. Yes, so let's now translate it into, let's say, Turkish. And if you are a Turkish speaking, please also confirm that translation is correct. It's translating, and then we will get it printed. Let's wait for it to come back. And there you go. So Sydney looks perfect to me. Yep, I checked it in the Google Translate. Looks good to me. Now let's try to translate it in African language Zulu. Let's wait for it to come back. And if you're a Zulu speaking, please also confirm that this translation is correct. And the model has come back. There you go. Yep, it looks good. Let's try out in the Thai language. Let's try to print the results. There you go. Seems good to me. Yeah, Google Translate says it's good. Now let's try to do it in the Urdu language, which is the national language of Pakistan. Let's wait for it to come back. And let's see the response. And response is Sydney, Australia. Yeah, that is perfect. Amazing stuff. So, and I can understand Urdu, so I can validate that the response is pretty cool. Now, so you can see that you can translate any language to any language easily. You just have to change the source and target languages. Now, with the same one, you can pipeline. You can also do the summarization of any passage. So, for example, you can. So here I am downloading a model which is for summarizer. So I am passing it Facebook's BART language for with the CNN, and then the task will be summarization. And the model's tensors are just under 2 gig. So let's wait for it to download, and then we will do the text summarization with it. The model is loaded, and I have given it this text, which is just a passage on Sydney, Australia, about its locales and all the information. And now let's try to do the summarization. So I'm calling the summarizer with the text. Let's wait for it to finish, and then we are going to print the summary of it. And there you go. So the summary is there, and it has just condensed above passage in 3 lines, and it covers it beautiful way. So this is it, guys. I hope that you can appreciate it, that how easy Hugging Face pipeline has made it to translate from any language to any language, plus text summarization. We also covered the conversational abilities in my previous video. So if you're interested, please watch it out too. That's it. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, then please share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.